2025 for allegedly fabricating fake Australian dollar. This was under the general supervision of the commander of the Gendarmerie Legions, Colonel Joseph Ngele. Cameroon joined the global community in marking the International Day for the Remembrance of the Slave Trade and its abolition. The historic event took place last August 23, 2025 at the Sirga Tower Limbe and was the first of its kind in the country. Those are our top story. We begin our broadcasting with security concerned in the crackdown on the counterfeiting. 3 young boys were presented to the press at the Ebon Gendarmerie on August 25, 2025 in Yaoundé 2 municipality for allegedly fabricating fake Australian dollar. This was under the general supervision of the commander of the Gendarmerie Legions, Colonel Joseph Ngele. More details with Agnes Ayuk.
3 alleged scammers between the ages of 22 and 26 were on August 25, 2025 presented to the press at Gendarmerie Ebom in the Yaoundé 2 municipality. The alleged scammers are involved in the fabrication of fake Australian dollars. They were arrested at Simbok under the brigadier commander of Biamasi Gendarmerie. For some months now, we have been looking for people who produce counterfeit money. We have carried out 2 operations, one at Carrefour Buba and the other at Chapelle Simbok. The search in a house permitted us to see these fake euros. The second permitted us to find Australian dollars, including 120 Australian dollars. While explaining, the alleged scammers say with the aid of this machine, they are able to count money while making videos to showcase online that they have a lot of money. With the machine being able to detect counterfeit and genuine currency, the alleged scammers have been able to remove what shows the fake currency. The operation was under the general supervision of the commander of the Central Gendarmerie Legion, Colonel Joseph Ngele, who urged travelers to conduct their currency exchanges in banks to avoid falling victims to scammers.
I call here all those people are supposed to travel abroad to make sure that they are making their change in the bank so that they can get a good banknote before traveling. Because when you travel with fake banknote, it's possible you can be arrested in the airport.
The brigadier commander at the Biamasi Gendarmerie therefore calls on the general public to work in collaboration with the National Gendarmerie in combating such fraudulent activity.
Beyond its economic value, the National Anti-Craft Day opened its door in Yaoundé with exhibitors showcasing their crafts and significant nations, small and medium-sized enterprises. Mildred Fonge was at the fair and exchanged with some exhibitors. Her report.
Know-how and expertise in the handicraft sector has been spotlighted at the National Handicraft Fair ongoing in Yaoundé. This fair, which includes entrepreneurs, is relevant to the small and medium-sized enterprises sector as it enables workers showcase their talents. We have many varieties in wood and many colors too. Cameroon has a lot of wood in different kinds, so we are valorizing that. The wood that is being used is what we get and try to create our work of art. Handicraft persons, however, decry their non-inclusion in the sector by the authorities concerned. We feel abandoned by the structure because the small and medium-sized enterprises had to work with small businesses, especially in the informal sector. But we have never really been that concerned and we have never really been implicated. The different works of art exposed in this fair enables to highlight the importance of the craft sector in the national economy and provides a space for artisans to exhibit their work and gain exposure.
being arrested for repeatedly running a fake military recruitment, duping individuals into paying large sum of money for a 2-week military programs trainings with promise for a job placement in United States and United Nations. More details with Agnes Ayuk.
Known as Kafi Onu, chaplain in Action Breaking Frontiers International, this is an illegal institution located in one of the traveling agencies at Insam in Yaoundé. Involved in training people in military subjects for 2 weeks, the fake captain by name Camille Boris Tazo was on August 25, 2025 arrested for duping people. He does this in collaboration with the promoter by name Claude Pascal Fongang alias General, a Cameroonian who lives in Ecuador.
This is looking like a fake association which is not legalized, with training people in military subject, but they don't have any document, any relevant information to know that they are military or they are not military. So they are training people, permitting them to go and find job in United Nations or United States.
Taking huge sums of money from individuals, the commander of the Center Gendarmerie Legend, Colonel Joseph Ngele, says some individuals have already been reimbursed.
Some of them are in our jail. They have taken a lot of money from the people. Some have been reimbursed, but some other are not waiting to be reimbursed. So the investigation is going on to know more about this association.
The National Gendarmerie storming the office at Insam, as well as the residence of Camille Boris at Nyom, caught in his possession professional badges, a self-defense gun from the Ecole ES-55 brand, uniforms, attributes, epaulets, caps, United Nations colors, and several flags from different countries.
Let us move to the southern regions, where the traditional ruler of Ekondo Titi, His Royal Majesty Justice Asha Nwankwo Manfred, has taken the commendable step by championing the back to school in his municipality. As part of this effort, he has offered a financial assistance of 50,000 francs CFA to each of the 15 children, both native and now native of his chiefdom. More details with Jessica Dion.
His Royal Majesty Justice Asha Nwankwo Manfred's support is aimed at easing the burden on parents who continue to struggle with the lingering effects of the ongoing Anglophone crisis, which has severely slowed economic activity in the area and disrupted access to education. Speaking on behalf of the chiefdom, Nange Bani Daniel, the personal assistant, highlighted that Chief Justice Asha Nwankwo Manfred envisions a brighter future for Ekondo Titi, with education positioned as a cornerstone of development. He noted that the Traditional Rulers Initiative is part of a broader plan to restore the community's vitality and help re-establish Ekondo Titi as a place of learning, peace, and opportunity. The chief's action sends a powerful message about the importance of education in building the municipality.
It was the maiden edition of the handing over of the scholarship package by His Royal Majesty Chief Justice Manfred Nwankwo, who thought it necessary after 2 successful Mochara Festival to organize back to school scholarship, help students or pupils whose parents cannot meet with their educational need. Each recipient has received a sum of 50,000 francs. I think this money is going to go a long way, help these parents and these pupils and these students.
The scholarship handover ceremony was attended by notable personalities, including the Divisional Officer of Ekondo Titi, Full Francis Mu, the first Deputy Mayor of Ekondo Titi, traditional authorities and quarter heads. All present expressed deep appreciation for His Royal Majesty Justice Asha Nwankwo Manfred's benevolence and vision.
Paramount Chief of Ekondo Titi has done something that will be in record in Ekondo Titi, obtaining scholarships to children, despite the fact that they have not paid for a conduct guy from Nigerian half of all over the courts. This is laudable.
The atmosphere was one of gratitude and renewed hope as community leaders acknowledged the symbolic and practical importance of investing in the education of their youths. The 15 scholarship recipients were visibly grateful and pledged to give their best during the upcoming 2025-2026 academic year.
And the chief from the village for what we appreciate today, and it will help us in our education and want to thank you once more for your good work.
They recognize the opportunity given to them and promise to uphold the values of hard work and discipline. This generous gesture by the traditional ruler has reignited the educational spirit in Ekondo Titi and set a new precedent for prioritizing education in a municipality that has suffered years of setbacks due to an ongoing Anglophone crisis.
Without transition, the Cameroon joined the global community in marking the International Day for Remembrance of Slave Trade and its abolition. The history event placed last August 23, 2025 at the Sirga toward Limbe and was first its kind of in the country. More details with Jude Kenji.
Initiated by Giga Tours in collaboration with the Ministry of Arts and Culture and under the auspices of UNESCO, the event was commemorated under the theme Memory, Healing and Reconnection. During his opening speech, the Limbe City Mayor, Paul Efomangale, stated, "The oceans once separated us, but memory must unite us." Eta Ojang Ivan, Deputy Director of the National Museum, representing the Minister of Arts and Culture, officially opened the event, reaffirming government's commitment to cultural preservation and healing.
Limbe has opportunities with the slave trade site. So if you want to turn Limbe into a touristic site, it makes it, and it gives itself the characteristics that makes it one of the best sites you could ever have. If you have ever been to Gorée, the slave trade site at Gorée is nothing as compared to Limbe. And the site is so vast that can take maybe hotels, can take maybe amusement parks, can create several activities that will boost the economy of Limbe and change the lives of the natives of that area and Limbe as a whole.
The event featured academic presentations from scholars, including Professor E.S.D. Fomin, Dr. Kamka, Professor Victor Julius Ngo, and His Royal Majesty Chief Reverend Dr. Andrew Ekoka Molingo, who exploit the historical trade routes, Bimbia's role, legal abolition, and the involvement of local chiefs.
Initiative which should be encouraged. And as I said before the presentation of my paper, I really expected the chief, the elites, the council of elders, and a cross-section of the Bimbia population to be present. Because after everything has been said and done, the first beneficiaries should be in Bimbia. And whatever misunderstanding that they have, it should not override the long-term interest, the long-term advantage of selling Bimbia and selling Bimbia, which will invite investments and investors.
Lizette Ndei emphasized tourism as a tool for healing. Panel discussions on heritage, diaspora, and cultural ownership stressed the need for historical research, grassroots participation, and sensitization of traditional leaders. The event concluded with a call for a bottom-top approach to cultural policy, with the government urging communities to preserve their history.
Turning to educational scheme, a pedagogic workshop seminar has been held this August 25, 2025 to offer opportunity for teachers of La Majestueuse Bilingual Institute Ndazwa in Bankomo subdivision to enhance teaching skills and strategy for continuous professional groups. Mimi Tobo was at the event. Her report.
In preparation for the 2025-2026 back-to-school year, a 5-day workshop seminar began on August 25th, 2025 at the Mbankomo subdivision, precisely at the Ndazwa village. The teachers of the bilingual school La Majestueuse Ndazwa were trained on capacity reinforcement in pedagogic, psychological, and professional aspects to prepare for the upcoming academic year. The workshop was presided over by the promoter's representative, Patrice Mungwa.
Améliorer leur façon d'enseigner parce que
améliorer their teaching style, because all of us have teaching diplomas, but at the pedagogy level, some are always limited. To avoid this, the promoter have decided to finance a workshop seminar so that these teachers can acquire new knowledge, mostly due to the new pedagogy system, to acquire quality teachers for our school. Bilingual school La Majestueuse Ndazwa, newly constructed in this locality, is putting everything in place to ensure the school is counted as one of the top in the Mbankomo subdivision, especially on the pedagogic front.
The main aim is to recycle our teachers, put them with a new pedagogic that has been put in place by inspectors. It is also to accommodate them with the curriculum, the different curriculum that have been brought up by the same inspectors. We need to be familiar with the new form of education, the CBA. Teachers don't have to teach only for the sake of teaching. They have to teach for an aim now. And that is the target of this seminar today. We have to recycle them. When you're given a certain lesson, is your objective, the specific objective, have you targeted? Are the students in phase with that? Have they understood?
This pedagogic seminar will be a game changer for teachers, offering opportunities for them to upgrade their skills, knowledge, and competencies. It will also enable teachers to adapt to new technological tools and resources that can enhance their teaching practices.
This workshop is going to go a long way to nourish our lessons, preparations, our plans for teaching for the whole academic year for this institution, to make it go forward and advantageous to both the parents, the students, or the pupils, and the teachers. It's going to help us.
Bilingual school La Majestueuse Ndazwa, a well-secured infrastructure, will consist of pre-nursery to class 5, will officially open its doors on September 8, 2025.
From education to economic, the Minister of Trade, Luc Barga-Atangana, this Monday 25th, during a walking visit in the Leke and Bam Ekin division, offer cash prices bonuses to cocoa farmer in the Obala and Twi subdivision. The farmers, 4,400 and 2,000 farmers in Twi and Obala, receive a sum of 2,753 million, respectively, as bonuses for their hard working, while the money will go a long way to support their back-to-school preparation. The population in the 2 divisions used this opportunity to declare their unending support to President Paul Biya in the upcoming presidential election. Detail of this visit will be yours in our sequences edition. We move now to Shabo. The 2025 edition of the Holiday Championship, called Shabo into Mountain subdivision, has ended. The final of this supporting competition took place at Dumaken Municipal Stadium with the Audik Village team crowd champions. More details with Midre Fonge.
A festive atmosphere reigned in Opanyong Division, precisely Dumetang, East region of Cameroon. The population from far and near came in their numbers to witness this end of holiday championship, baptized Edition Chabo 2025 and organized by the National Development Committee of Dumetang under the patronage of Firmin Mbakabe, the national president. This was in remembrance of the late Dieudonné Ngelen Tolo and the late Wundi Marie-Thérèse. The Dumetang Development Committee wanted to keep the young people occupied during the holidays as part of its mission. You know, the lack of an activity like this leads young people to fall into different kind of activities which are not good, such as drug, crime, and others. As part of our committee, we choose to organize something that is currently going to help them and also help the young people have fun in a positive way.
positivement.
A feeling of satisfaction in view of the remembrance fills my heart today. We are very honored to be here. We see it as a commemoration shared by the people, and we believe that things will go well. 28 teams from all villages in Dumetang took part in the competition and contributed to making it a joy-filled moment. We are happy. The people of Dumetang are very happy for what is happening here today during these 2025 holidays. This championship helped us to sell some of our products equally on Sundays and Wednesdays, and it is a very good asset for us. The Dumetang Municipality Stadium saw a massive turnout of individuals made up of dance groups, political and administrative authorities. Also present was the former Indomitable Lion player Jean de Makoun and renowned artist.
C'est un honneur pour moi d'être choisi parmi.
It is an honor for me to be chosen among so many others to attend these finals. I think the young players must have had a very great time. We had a great match with the young players who equally played very well, and it is very important to watch the match, and this competition itself is full of talented young individuals. After a tough game between Oldik and Meyengam villages, Oldik village emerged winner on a 1-0 score. I am extremely proud. I can't really express my emotions. I am proud to pay tribute to my parents who are gone since they are Oldik. I am proud of this cup. We played our game. We didn't do badly, and we just said that all of you can see for this year, because our team has experienced a very great moment of defeat, and it was equally mixed with joy. Fair play was the role of the game, which saw the handing of gifts to the best performances. It is a general feeling of satisfaction. The young people understood that they had to have fun together with all the others. We have put together small resources to make sure that this activity goes on very well. And as president, I can only feel a sense of total satisfaction with the elites, with the athletes, and the organizers, which we appointed to make sure everything is intact. The population hopes for the next edition with enthusiasm.
Let us talk about culture and talent. The Scope CA presented various African traditional dishes from different regions of Cameroon to showcase the country's rich culinary heritage. This was during the first exhibition of food editions of Scope CA on August 22nd, 2025 at Santa Barbara in Yaoundé. More details with Jessica Dion.
The Scopes Sekar celebrated Cameroon's rich culinary heritage through its first exhibition of African traditional dishes. The event brought together a variety of meals from different regions of the country, showcasing the diversity of Cameroon's heritage. Traditional dishes were presented not only to promote the nation's culinary richness, but also to highlight cultural identity and unity through food.
Is to valorize agriculture amongst the youth. The mission of Scope Sekar is to show to the whole public that you can be young, you can be old, and you do agriculture. And we have marked that many people don't participate in the agricultural sector now in Cameroon. It's reserved for the old. So our objective is to call all the younger ones to come and do agriculture because it's a promising sector. Our company has decided to take the project of the 10 best amongst the candidates and will finance these projects till end.
In addition to the food exhibition, one of the highlights of the day was the recognition of outstanding candidates in digital marketing, which is part of Scopes Sekar's activities. This initiative reflects the vision and plan of action of Scopes Sekar, aimed at promoting innovation, excellence, and professional growth among young talents.
My vision is to
bring forth the idea they have, that is innovating the agricultural domain by making youth to invest themselves in agriculture, which is a very promising sector. We have remarked that females are almost left apart, so we want to put in front the values that female can add to the agricultural sector.
Scopes SECA is a diverse organization dedicated to promoting and sustaining the community through agriculture, digitalization, and other key initiatives.
Out of our country, Cameroon, let us move to Nigeria. The Air Force rescued 76 kidnapped victims, including women and children, during an airstrike on a gang leaders out in Katsina State. In Gaza also, hunger conditions continue to worsen with 8 more death reasons. The hunger-related totals to 289. Meanwhile, in the historic strike on Nazar hospitals in southern Gaza kills at least 20 people, including 5 international journalists. Report from Jessica Dion.
76 kidnapped victims, including women and children, have been rescued by the Nigerian Air Force in Katsina State, northwest Nigeria. Officials say the rescued followed a precision airstrike on a notorious bandit stronghold, part of an ongoing manhunt for a gang leader known as Babaro, linked to last week's deadly mosque attack in the region. Earlier this month, the Air Force announced it had neutralized at least 35 Islamist fighters near the Cameroon border in the northeast. The intensified campaign against armed groups has so far resulted in nearly 600 military members killed in the past 8 months. And out of Africa, Gaza health authorities report that 8 more people have died from famine and malnutrition, raising the total number of hunger-related deaths in the enclave since the war with Israel began 22 months ago to 289, including 115 children. According to the Integrated Food Security Phase Classification (IPC), more than 500,000 in Gaza are already facing famine conditions. A report released on Friday confirmed that famine is occurring in Gaza and could spread south by the end of next month. This marks the first time the IPC has officially declared a famine in the Middle East. Aid groups have repeatedly warned that the ongoing war and Israel's restrictions on food and medical supplies are driving starvation. Israel, however, has rejected the IPC findings, describing the report as an outright lie. Still in Gaza, at least 20 people, including 5 journalists working for international media, have been killed in an Israeli strike on Nasser Hospital in southern Gaza. Footage of the attack shows a second strike hitting the area shortly after the first, as rescuers rushed to assist the wounded. These deaths add to the growing toll of journalists killed in Gaza since the war began in October 2023. According to the Committee to Protect Journalists, the conflict has become the deadliest ever documented for media workers, with more reporters killed in Gaza over the past 2 years than in any other conflict. Since the start of the war, Israel has banned international journalists from entering the Gaza Strip independently, but rely on local reporters for much of their coverage in Gaza.
According to this foreign news, Cameroon is a peaceful country. The recap of the headlines. In a crackdown of counterfeiting, 3 young boys between the age of 22 and 26 were presented to the press at the Ebon Gendarmerie in Yaoundé 2 municipality on August 25, 2025 for alleged fabricating fake Australian dollars. This was under the general supervision of the commander of the Gendarmerie Legions, Colonel Joseph Ngeli. Cameroon joined the global community in marking the International Day for Remembrance of the Slave Trade and its abolition. The historic event took place last August 23, 2025 at the Silga Tower, Limbe, and was the first of its kind in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your kind attention. Follow up our 8 p.m. newscast in French language presented by Claudia Sarr. Tomorrow is another day. Have a pleasant night. Goodbye.